Namaskar. This is from your mining mentor, H.R. Ghosh. Today's topic is duties and responsibilities of shotfirer for basic mining group 1, which is session 7. Let us have a look on this chart. First is the manager at the top of the mine. Next is the assistant manager. Under him is the overman. Under him is the sardar. And under him, two types of workers. One is the competent person, other is the worker. Example of competent persons are shotfirer, supportman, main mechanical ventilator attendant, lamp room in charge, banksman, onsetter, operators, drivers of machinery, HEMM, winding engine, fitter, electrician, mechanic, attendance clerk, magazine in charge, driller, dresser, etc. etc. So these are the examples of competent person. And in the worker, the loader, the miner, trammer, line mistri, tyndall, different types of mazdoors and helpers, chainman, tracer, guards, wagon loader, some examples of worker. Now, definition of competent person. Competent person in relation to any work or any machinery, plant or equipment means a person who has attained the age of 20 years and who has been duly appointed in writing by the manager as a person competent to supervise or perform that work or to supervise the operation of that machinery, plant or equipment, and who is responsible for the duties assigned to him and includes a shotfirer. And shotfirer. Shotfirer means a person so appointed under Regulation 190 for conducting shotfiring operations in a mine. A shotfirer is a competent person. Qualification of shotfirer. This is provided in Regulation 190, Sub-Regulation 2. For below ground mines, the qualification requirement for shotfirer is a manager's, overman's or a sardar certificate together with gas testing certificate. And in open cast workings, a manager's, overman's or a sardar certificate. Provided that shotfirers holding a shotfirer certificate granted under Regulation 12 of Coal Mines Regulation 1957 shall also be deemed to be a shotfirer under CMR 2017. Coming to duties and responsibilities of sardar. This is provided in Regulation 49 of the Coal Mines Regulation 2017. The shotfirers shall carry out the duties in accordance with the provisions of the Coal Mines Regulations and of any orders made thereunder with respect to the transport and use of explosives. The shotfirer shall be responsible for the observance by his assistants, if any, of such provisions and of any directions with a view to safety which may be given to them by a superior official. The shotfirer shall not hand over any explosives to any unauthorized person. The shotfirer shall ensure that clay, sand or other suitable stemming material is available in sufficient quantities at convenient places. The shotfirer shall be present when shots are being charged and stemmed, and shall himself fire the shots. The shotfirer shall couple up the cable himself to the detonator, please. The shotfirer shall couple up the cable himself to the detonator leads before coupling the cable to the exploder. The cable to the exploder shall be connected last by the shotfirer himself. The shotfirer shall be responsible when a shot has misfired for seeing that the place is adequately fenced and that the provisions of Regulation 204 are strictly observed. Maximum number of shots that a shotfirer may fire in any shift is decided by the manager himself, who shall fix from time to time. Such number shall not exceed, for gassism of second or third degree or a firesim, 40 if a single shot exploder used and 80 if a multi-shot exploder used. For other type of mine seams, number is 50 if a single shot exploder used and 100 if a multi-shot exploder is used. And in open cast workings, the number is 60 or ordinary detonator is used or a single shot exploder is used, and if a multi-shot exploder is used, it is 120. The key of every case or container of explosives shall be retained by the shotfirer in his own possession throughout his shift. The shotfirer shall retain the key of the firing apparatus in his possession throughout his shift. The shotfirer shall use a well-insulated cable of sufficient length to permit him to take proper shelter, and in case of below ground workings, sufficient to take 2 right-angle turns of pillars, and in no case shall this cable be less than 50 meters in length. The shotfirer shall take care to prevent the shotfiring cable from coming into contact with any power or lighting cable or other electrical apparatus. The shotfirer shall take adequate precautions to protect electrical conductors and apparatus from injury. The shotfirer shall, after firing the shots and before entering the place of firing, disconnect the cable from the firing apparatus. Next, CMR 196. This is taking shelter before firing shots. The shotfirer shall, before a shot is charged, stemmed or fired, see that all persons other than his assistants, if any, in the vicinity have taken proper shelter, and he shall take suitable steps to prevent any persons approaching the shot, and shall himself take adequate shelter along with his assistants, if any, before firing the shots. In case of open cast workings, the above precautions shall be taken, and in addition, within danger zone of 500 meters, sufficient warning should be provided to ensure that all persons within the danger zone have taken proper shelter. Where any part of a public road or railway lies within the danger zone, in case of a open cast workings, the shotfirer shall not charge or fire a shot unless 2 persons are posted, one each in either direction of the 2 extreme points of such roads or railways, and they have intimated clearance of the traffic to the shotfirer and warned the passerby and vehicle. When 2 working places below ground have approached within 9 meters of each other, the shotfirer shall not fire any shot in any of the said workings, unless all persons have been withdrawn from the other working place, and the same has been so fenced off as to prevent persons inadvertently coming in direct line of the shot. Duties of shot firer at the end of a shift. Immediately after the end of a shift, the shot firer shall return all unused explosives to the magazine, or where a store or premises is provided under Regulation 184 to such store or premises. And the shot firer shall record in a bound-page book kept for the purpose the quantity of explosives taken, the quantity of explosive used, and the quantity of explosive returned, the places where shots were fired, and the number of shots fired by him, and misfires if any. He shall sign the report with date. Format for daily report for shot firer is provided by DGMS. You can find the links of all these handwritten notes in the description box. Our next topic will be mining geology. Please comment, give your comments and suggestions in the comment section. Thank you.